Dude, thank you for checking out the video, man. And yo, if you got a Crown Victoria, man, we're going to show you how to install a clutch pedal inside of your Crown Victoria if you chose to do a 5-speed. Also, we came to the junkyard to find some parts. Also, we're going to be talking about this situation right here that you can add onto your 4.6 or your 5.4 modular engine. So let's get right into the video. Yo, welcome back to the BST4 channel. Wingnuts, what's going on? What is happening today? We're going to be doing clutch pedal stuff, man. I can use either a 240SX clutch pedal like this or a 350Z brake pedal. You know which one I'm going to go with? The brake pedal, because it looks a lot beefier. Beefcake, beefcake. Next thing we have to do is, man, we have to block off this situation here, which means that we got to make a template some kind of way like that, and then after that we make another one for this one here, or maybe not, but I would like to use this. So, you know, just basically grind this down and kind of fit it right in there, and probably make a bolt up top there, because you need a bolt to kind of hold the clutch in. Maybe, I don't know yet. This is going to be basically our guide plate to make sure that it's centered up in here somewhere, and that's what we're going to be doing. It seems like a lot, and it is a lot to take in because I'm using a lot of scrap parts and everything. This is not really a detail how to do it, but this is just a roundabout how to do it. If you want to go and get Pier clutch pedals, that's your best move. Spend the $350 or $250 for them clutch pedals and just take that route. Do not take the route that I'm taking, because this is just the way I do things. I just try to go against the grain, start welding up stuff, and then I just come up with something. This idea I was having, not going to be it. You know what I mean? You always got to be able to pivot a little bit. Now, what we end up doing is that this is the secret sauce, always the secret sauce to everything that we're doing with these pedals. So we did was, the plate is going to go over here, and then we cut this out, and then we use this to guide the bolts over here like this, if you guys can get that. That's how we're going to be doing that. So I need to get a set of bolts and everything to get it to the thing. Now also to weld this up. It looks ugly for now, but this will work momentarily, and then we'll get to the next level. So we got this thing all welded up here. We put a brace here, there, and everything. Plate that you've seen in the beginning of the video, this is what we need it for. Then I put another little piece of plate here, then ran a bolt through here, use this thing to line it up. Once it's lined up, bolt it down straight, nice and straight, you start welding it on both sides. So that's the theory behind that. But over on this area there, as you can see here, we had to, you know, cut that out a little bit. Looks nasty, but it's going to be functional, hopefully. And then that's that plate that we needed to block it and everything like that. So we're going to try to install this thing here and see what it looks like, how it fits. And also too, we put this in, and then this is from a Mustang and everything, so this is legit and everything like that. So let's go ahead and put this thing together, man, and see how it looks. So we took a break and came to the junkyard because I was tired of doing that daggone clutch pedal. I always take a break all the time, man. So we're here at a Mercury, which you all know, either it has a blah 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 or a 3-valve. We see a 3-valve in here. Now this is something that I want to tackle for a good minute now, and I am all for it. Just because you just want to do something different. You can't have the same type of Crown Vic situation all the daggone time. Obviously the car was running because it got hit. Now the only issue is that, you know, it has the phasers in it. We do have to lock them out, and it probably do have that other crap, RMRCs or whatever the heck they call those things, man. And we could probably actually do this. Let me just go ahead and look at this for a minute. This is actually doable. You know, I'm really starting to you know, look into this, because, you know, if you have a bunch of Crown Vics that you're doing, right, and they all have a 4.6 in it, it's like, what is the point? Each car needs to have its own identity. 2-valve, 3-valve, 4-valve, double overhead cam 4.6, double overhead cam 5.4, Coyote if you're blessed to get one of those. And that's what I have in my mind right about now, is to push the envelope with the Crown Vics. So really I came here to get to find something. We're going to try to put it onto the clutch pedal. I took my brake. Now let's head back to the ranch and get that clutch installed. Never go in the junkyard if you're building cars, because you get yourself in trouble. Just like me seeing that 3-valve now. Now I got 3-valve dreams now. But trust and believe me, I'm not going to buy it yet. I'm focusing on this project solely. Now, this is just the rough draft. You know, we're going to get these in there looking right, and then you will see the real deal. But the hard part is already done, which was this daggone clutch master. Tight fit, you know what I mean? But it'll work. The bolts, trying to get this in is a headache. You got to go right here with it, with a you know, ratchet, socket, all of that stuff there. But then underneath there, to get that other bolt in the corner, you may need to go right there like that and just get that bolt from there. That's a good idea. Yes, if you're messing with this, go ahead and do that. Now, you guys probably see that I did not install this. I've cut the studs on that assembly too short. Now I could not install this right here. This gives me the ability to use a Willwood clutch master. That's what this was for, man. You know what I mean? The option, instead of just using the 240SX situation that's right there. But if you guys have a drive-by-wire situation in your Crown Victoria, you ain't got enough real estate to even put those pedals in like a 2004. And that's why I prefer the 2004 and down cars, or 2005 and down cars, because you can add your 5-speed with some junk parts and just get it popping. But see how the ECU and everything's on the outside? That's the cool part about it. And let me speak about this ECU, what I think. Now, with this 2-valve situation here, I think that you can install a 3-valve in your Crown Victoria. There's a situation, I think, that's inside of this PCM that allows you to use phasers. But it's turned off inside the PCM, if you understand what I'm saying. It's in there, but it's turned off. And probably the wire harness just needs a couple of pinouts to run it and make it work. I'm pretty sure. I learned something from a tuner. He told me that he found out there's a certain situation in a lot of these PCMs, they just turn them off. They're in there, but they turned off. You can go in there and turn them on, but you're going to need the pinouts to run certain things. Also too, we've been doing this oil pan situation. Now this is a gasket / windage tray from a Coyote engine, right? No matter which Coyote it is, that's what it is. Got a 2-valve pan here. Now, you see this thing? Lines up. Lines up. All the way in the front and everything. Now, to do this, right, you definitely have to cut it, because the Coyote pan is slightly longer in the front. Same bolt pattern all the way around, which is really strange. They didn't have to make it a couple of inches longer. Why? But they did. And what I did was I just cut here, shortened it, bolted up, and then what I used was, what do you call that thing? Soldering iron. And just melt the plastic. Stinks like heck, but yo, you get it right. You use the same plastic to melt the plastic, to mend the plastic, if you guys feel what I'm saying. But right here, you're gonna have to trim underneath there. I trimmed too much because I didn't understand why it wasn't fitting, and I thought it was something else going on and everything, and it works pretty daggone well. But now with here, you're gonna have to do some clearancing with your pickup tube, right? You may have to put a couple washers on your pickup tube to bring it up a little bit so it can get off of this, and just grind it down and sand it down, wet sand it back, and wet sand everything when you're done. And that is really it to install that. Have clearance, no clearance issues around here. You ain't see nothing really hitting here. You're good on that. Now we're still waiting for parts on that. That's why I always do a project in between a project, because I'll be waiting a week, which is ridiculous. So what I done was, I'm gonna be doing this in between daggone projects. When a little bit of downtime, I'll do a tire, or I'll weld you know, some pegs, figure out some brakes. I got the engine already, you know, make a seat again. I didn't like the other seat, it was too narrow, and get things situated. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be doing a whole full car project in between another project. That is not gonna happen. Probably this is where I probably start learning how to tune versus doing that turbo. Do an NA first, and then go ahead and try to do the turbo tune. So that's how I'm gonna probably work this thing out. So man, thank you guys for watching this episode of Build Something TV, man. Hope you guys were enlightened. This video was just really an update, and we're gonna be getting back to the mini bike, this pan here, and that engine to install back into this thing here, and then we'll be talking about that car with the 3-valve. Leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Later. You can't do the same engine all the time. You got to do things different. At least try something different. If you have 4 Crown Vics, you at least should have different engines in each one of them so you can be different.